And I have, you guys know I love to have handsome boys in the studio. And I have handsome boys in the studio. Men so home and Cassade, na handsome boys, na abaning Jim Benufo, and Ankamita Mibisi and Kamenuanka Jimbisi Afoma. There are handsome boys in my studio. Now, when it's in nature, my practice, the ma, but it's in the most memorable. Ma try first one. Second one is just a wobble. VJ Oba Swags.
Yeah, VJ Oba Swags.
Oba Swags.
Yeah.
I don't
get you, please.
You're not a Ghanaian?
No, I'm not a Ghanaian. I'm Nigerian.
Oh, so everything I said you didn't hear?
No, I didn't hear.
I
was just following up.
So if I bashed you, you wouldn't have understood?
For real, I wouldn't have understood.
Anyway, I didn't bash you.
Yeah, right.
I didn't bash you. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Can you take off the shades? I want to see your eyes.
I want to see my eyes, okay.
Oh, you're handsome.
Thank you.
You're handsome.
Okay, my eyes confirmed it.
I don't know why you guys like covering your eyes.
It's sometimes because of the lights, you know, and so we just have to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I should take the shades back on now, right?
Oh, you're shy?
No, I'm not. I'm not
Yeah,
shy. I just feel like I should be in character since I was already on the shades before. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I was in my brow hormone. Okete.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, about a tribe is in a.
Yeah, Santini.
So Okete ni Asante is in
Yeah,
a.
Santini.
Ocheden.
Ochede, Ohin.
Oh, really?
Ohin. Now, attributes to my surname.
Oh, okay.
Mede Boama. Nti Boama Okete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like we have upon Chicheku.
And then we have AJ Wakode.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Boama Okete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mama waso akwaba.
That's it.
Now, for the sake of
VJ
Oba Swag,
yeah.
you know,
would have to speak.
I would do a lot of English so that if there's a question that I'm following up with him, he would easily understand what she said so that he would also know what to say. When you were performing, after every performance, shout out to my management and Anna Ekenden.
Yeah, shout out to my management.
Shout out to my management.
Yeah.
Nabu was in, then you mentioned their names and all that. What have your management done for you?
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. They've done a lot for me. Like every artist need push. Okay. You need connections, you need links. Okay. And then what your job is to just be in the studio, produce the sound, and they will take the sound on. So appreciation and gratitude is all that they also need to at least do their best. And so shouting them out, I think it's the best thing to at least motivate them to do a lot of work.
No, never shout to Papa. And see, so if it's an hour performance that you're doing, after each track, you shout out?
Oh, not really. Coming to this particular platform, no, I made up my mind. I'm going to shout them out because I've been to places and then most of the times I don't get opportunity to shout them out. Normally it's about me. So I was like, okay, this particular platform, I'll chip their names in so that at least they feel pampered and then they feel like they need to put in more work. Yes. More in shame. They should create more links, more connections. Yeah.
How long have you been working together?
Oh, it's been years, from 2013.
So that's about 9 years.
Yes, about 9 years.
And do you believe they're doing enough?
Oh, they are doing their outermost best. Not easy, but they are trying.
Indeed, as you are here, people watch the show. A lot of people watch the show. A lot of producers, a lot of investors and all that watch the show. If after the show, someone contacts you and says that I want to sign you onto my record label, what will happen to your management now?
Well, I don't know a lot about law.
A 360 deal.
I don't know a lot about law, but the few that I know is if somebody is holding you down, before the person lets you go, there is a release clause. So whether it's a verbal type of contract, a written type of contract, there is some sort of agreement between me and my management. That is Team Okete Music. So if somebody wants to come pick me up, the person will have to buy me out of my previous management. So we have a release clause.
So you do have a release clause? Or is it on paper or verbal?
Yeah, no, it's on paper. It's actually on paper.
What is the release clause?
I will disclose it later.
What if I want to come and buy you?
So we will discuss that later.
I want to discuss it here.
No, I want to do that.
You don't want to discuss. The money is big, eh?
Oh, it's quite some amount of money. But it's not something that you cannot pay. I can see, Sir Charlie, you are dusted.
Dusted? I'm dusted. So if I want to understand this. If a record label comes and they are not able to afford what they have to pay, what the release clause says they have to pay to get you, it means enko bibia. You are still.
It can still work. Normally, you shouldn't be all about the money. Sometimes you should also look at the exposure that you are going to get. Because if a record label, somebody like Richie Mensah, is very endowed when it comes to management. If he wants to pick you up, and then somehow your release clause is too much for him, you can weigh him. After weighing him, you realize that maybe he has a lot of links, he has a lot of knowledge to at least impart in you to take you as far as possible. So perhaps you can do something about it.
Do something as in reducing the release clause?
No, not reducing it. Maybe you might not sell yourself in terms of money, but then you can strike a certain deal, say maybe you should get the artist to this particular level within this time frame. Can you? If he says he can, then you should take him on. If you cannot, maybe you have to pay this penalty. There are a whole lot of ways you can go by this management.
I wish one of the management people was sitting here, so I asked the next question. Oba
Swags.
Oba Swag. Yeah. You're welcome again.
Thank you.
Oba, do you have, still on the management issue, do you have a management or you're doing this solo?
Yeah, I'm doing this solo for now, like in Ghana, but I do have a management back in Nigeria.
Okay.
You understand? So, but not here in Ghana. So I'm just here briefly.
Okay. So you don't live in Ghana at all?
I don't live here.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been with your management?
It's a short, I would say about a year or two. I've been doing it myself. So the management thing is not entirely like an official management of, you know, getting signed and stuff like that. It's more of my thing. You know, I made a brand, like my brand, GC, that's Ghetto Community Entertainment. Okay. So, you know, I can't push myself just by myself. You have to have a team.
You have to have a team.
Yeah, so I have a team of friends that, you know, somebody that can, you know, go out and say sorting out for shows, then someone that does artworks, and someone that edit videos, you know, stuff like that.
Do you pay them?
Yeah, some of them, not entirely. Like the payment is more of like, you know, it's more of, you know, the team that I'm working with right now. Everybody has like, it's their dream. So it's just like me, I'm doing music and I want to make it in music. And I have a friend that is doing, what's it called, graphic designs, and he wants to make it in graphic designs. I have a friend that does studio editing that wants to make it in studio. So we come together and push each other. Okay. You understand?
Hoping that your craft would equally help them build.
Exactly. So but if we are doing something for me, then definitely I would have to, you know, make payments for like our welfare, you know, whatever, how we get to where we are going, whatever expenses I will make, you know, spend and stuff like that. But it's not entirely like, you know, making the full payments for the service I'm getting from them.
You're getting.
You understand? So, and also like my manager, I have a manager that BJ, Benedict, his name is Benedict Jr. Okay. He's a genius. You know, he has creative ideas and he has some gadgets that we work with. Okay. Yeah, that makes it easy for us. So, I wish we were like, when I came over to Ghana, I wish we moved to Ghana together. Like,
oh, but he couldn't come with you?
Yeah, he couldn't come with me.
Yeah. So as of now, when it comes to recording your songs, promoting and everything, you are the sole financier for it.
I am.
Where did you get the money from?
Well, you see, that's where the upcoming thing comes in. Like, I'll be honest with everybody, you know, right about now, if you search for my songs, I only have a particular song that is on all DSPs, which is I Like. DJ I Like. Okay. I like featuring, I had a feature on it, like I featured someone on it. But it's more like because these days you don't feature anymore. You do a song and it has to be you and, or times and stuff like that. It's the game is kind of different now. So that song is a song that I have on my DSP. But I dropped a single sometime last year, but it has been taken down now because of some publishing issues that I had with the TuneCore. So I think it wasn't done the right way, you know, since we are just starting up and trying to put stuff out there. So there's this little glitch that happened. So they had to put down the song. So, but for now, those songs are all available on AudioMac. So when you go to my Instagram handle, you find out that most of my link there on my bio is my AudioMac link. That's where you can get everything that I've done. But on all DSPs, that songs are supposed to be worldwide. I just have one song for now because I'm trying to like get my publishing rights, like get everything in check. Because, you know, I think somehow last year, was it last year or this year, there's this program that came up, Make Music. They were celebrating the music festival of the whole world and stuff like that. So in Nigeria, I had an opportunity to visit, to be on a road camp, like a boot camp for artists rather. So on that boot camp, I got to meet several people in the entertainment industry that got me exposed to this publishing and stuff like that I didn't know about before. So I had to, you know, take my steps back and so recalculate.
Have you ever made an attempt to find an investor to invest in your craft?
Well, I would say the only time I've made an attempt to find an investor would be back in my state, because I'm from Cross River State in Nigeria. So we have this carnival that usually comes up. So every December, I've performed there since 2020, back to back. So that's the only place where I've been able to, you know, try to get some sponsors to, you know, get to invest into my craft. Aside that, I've not actually reached out. I feel like, personally, I want to do more for myself before I start telling people, yo, come and invest. I have a project, like I have 2 projects that I've already done. They are ready, but putting them out is just, I'm waiting for some, you know, because I need to get some cash in place to make sure that it has to get ahead. Like I don't just want to drop the song and it's not getting plays. You understand? And to get the plays and promos costs money. So I want to get it right before I put the project out there. I've spent a lot to get the project ready, and it's ready, but
you still need money.
Yeah, I still need money
to push it.
To push it, yeah.
That's true. Okete.
That guy.
Sisia, when you might promote, what track are you promoting now?
My latest single is Girl. It's titled Girl.
Girl?
Yeah, Girl.
Which girl?
It's just normal girls.
Are you in love?
I've been in love.
So is this song for the love?
Oh no, it's just like any other person who is in love. I wrote it for any other person who is in love. And so, like, you can put yourself into the character of the person.
So you were sitting there and then you decided that let me write a song for people in love. And not for you.
Sometimes you get inspiration from a lot of people. Somebody might just tell you a love story where you'll be moved by the story. You can watch some movie, you'll be moved by it. I remember I watched this movie, Acrimony. Acrimony, and the story moved me. So I wrote a song out of that particular concept of the movie.
Oh, okay.
And so with this particular one, nobody in particular inspired me. It just occurred to me that people are in love. You met somebody, the person's love just blew your mind away. So you are just expressing your feeling. So just like the normal, but not really like the normal I love you type of song. Like I write, how I put down my lyrics, it's more like I'm creating a scene. Because if I take into consideration my hit single Date, Nyami penini, minto broto na yencheni, na mensha siempo na usiri, media sao, Okete mini, intimenya maben widye, yai. Namajiji ya jine muidie jai, akakrabe shami muidie jai, ohima esebade. And so like ohima also say, esebade, you speak fancy, so I believe you understand that. So for that one, I created a song out of a particular scene. A scene, you've gone to visit your lady, and then the mom is saying she's asleep. You are in love with a certain lady who stays at a certain place. So you go there to look for the person, and then anytime you go there, the mom says she's asleep. Go away, go away. You these people.
When you are going, you don't call.
Oh, sometimes
you just get up and go.
Listen, because you have been calling, she has not been picking.
Then don't go away.
Oh, you have to go because you want it. You want her. You need to at least push her.
If she's not picking, she doesn't want to see you.
And to me, friend, I won't faint. You know, I'm not tell you can't check. Me, will feel mess around. So I did be a mommy. So I do. And cry me, mom, when you are kids one, me Jim this Sako.
On the sun kind.
So
that means you are on the road to broken hearts with that.
Oh, I don't mind.
They're about to break your
I don't mind.
They are about to serve you breakfast.
I don't mind because there's no harm in trying, you know.
There's no harm in trying.
There's no harm in trying.
So, how is Girl doing on the market?
It's doing very well. It's on my DSP, like my brother was saying, my Digital Stores platform. Like it's doing very well.
Okay.
It is trending on TikTok. They are using it for their videos.
Did you pay them?
No, I didn't pay them. I have this friend of mine, a lady. She's very sexy, so I just called her that we should create a content. So we danced, and then I put it on my TikTok.
Because she's sexy.
Because she's sexy.
So if she wasn't
she's very
sexy,
beautiful. Oh, because,
you wouldn't have used her.
If I'm supposed to be frank, yes, I wouldn't have used her if she wasn't sexy, because this is a game that we have to play. Right. So the vixens that you must use must be hot.
What's your definition of sexy?
Oh, somebody who is beautiful inside out.
Inside out?
Yes.
Why do you walk around with x-rays?
When somebody is beautiful inside, you don't have to look through an x-ray machine or something. Like how the person speaks, the person's ideology, the person's intelligence, you will know. Oh, so she's beautiful inside out. So I called her that we should create a content. And I think it's catchy enough. So when I put it on my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook as reels, and then my normal post, people loved it, and then they were using the sound. So it's at least working through the algorithms of TikTok. So I'm just looking forward to seeing more. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oba Swag.
Yes, sir.
Please, what song are you also promoting now?
The song I'm promoting now, it's Ghetto Story. But since it was dropped, so I'm just promoting I Like for now. I Like, yeah.
I Like?
Yeah.
What's the concept behind I Like?
The concept behind I Like is basically, you know, when you look at girls, you have the kind of body that I like, you have the kind of face that I like, you have the kind of smile that I like, and stuff like that. So there's this girl. But, you know, most of the songs I write, it's not entirely about a person. Like, sometimes it's fiction, you know. I just think about them in my head, and I just try to put in words together and, you know, build the story. Because it's more like, you know, painting pictures with words.
Exactly.
So now when you put it together, you get what you want, then you just lay it out there. You understand? Most people will not understand, but if you're an artist, you know what I mean.
Do you know why when you guys say that, I find it very hard to understand, or should I say I find it very hard to believe. I've been with quite a number of artists in studios, and most of the time when they're writing about love, it's because they've met some girl.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and they're doing the song to, you know.
Yeah, I'll be honest here. You see, like me, I'm sometimes influenced by my feelings and emotions on songs that I do. So I might be feeling heartbroken, and I want to write a story about that heartbreak. And I want to write the story about that heartbreak on the person that broke my heart. I'm taking this feeling, but I don't want to make it be about this person. I take this feeling, you make it a picture and make it look like someone else. You might get the feeling that this is you because you know this story, but then it's not entirely talking about you entirely. Like, it's being painted in a way that decepts the whole, like, you understand? Yeah, so sometimes it's like that, and sometimes some stories are just entirely about a person. It's art, so you have to be diverse.
So who is I Like about?
I Like wasn't entirely about anybody. The only song that I know, like, if anybody is on my Instagram page right now, because if you look on the screen and my brand name, VJ Oba Swags, when you put it together, that's my handle on IG. So when you go on my bio, there are several songs there. There's this song, Love It. That song was I think I did that song in 2015 or 16. So I was dating one girl then. I wouldn't want to say her name. I don't want to give her that, you know. So yeah.
Where is she now?
She's somewhere.
What do you mean by she's somewhere? Mention it. Let her feel a little special.
So yeah, she will feel special when she sees this, but she doesn't have to. Everybody else doesn't have to know. So then when you listen to the song, she knows the song and she actually sings the song like more. You understand? Because she knows that I was with her when I was writing the song. But when you get into the content and the lyrics of the song, everything there is not entirely about her. Because there was a place where I said she came in a range and exchanged for my pain and stuff like that. She never came in a range. She didn't come in a range. You understand?
And she didn't change your pain.
That's art, you understand?
Oh, okay.
You understand?
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So that track is we'll get it on Apple Music.
It's not on Apple Music now. It's on Audiomack.
Audiomack.
The only time it will be on Apple Music is when I've gotten all my publishing rights in check, so I can start dropping those songs, because I've been dropping songs for a very long time. Most of them, they did well, but I'm not getting anything for it. I wasn't aware, you know.
You were not aware.
There are so many people. There's so many people now that they are doing music and they don't know how to get. You understand?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you this before I asked about your song. How do you learn?
Learn or earn?
No, learn.
Learn
how the industry works.
Okay, yeah, it's all about networking, most especially when you are ready to learn, because there's a difference between when you want to know something or you are willing to know something. When you are willing to know, when you're around people that know you, bring down your ego and try to ask and try to hear what people are saying. You try to say less instead of saying more. So for me, that is how it has been. You know, in Lagos, because I grew up in Lagos, I live in Lagos. So in Lagos, if I go to shows, I try to, if I'm backstage, I try to see other artists and see how they are pushing their stuffs. But one of the eye-openers for me had been, I won't lie, since I met BJ, my manager, my current manager, you know, since I met him, he gave me like many insights, because some of these things are available. Let me just say it here, like some of these things are available for everybody to see, but you're not asking the right questions. When you go on YouTube, you get many tips on how to promote your songs. When you go on YouTube, you get many tips on how to even upload your songs, how to get your songs on DSPs yourself. But you just have to ask the right questions.
The right questions.
So.
Okete.
That guy.
About asking the right questions. So I want to ask you.
Okay.
Aside being in the studio, recording. No, before you get to the studio, you have to write your songs and all that. Recording, listening to it, making sure that this is the best beat. What else do you know how to do for yourself in terms of your musical career?
In terms of my musical career?
Yes.
Well, I know how to play instruments.
Okay.
Most especially the keyboard.
Okay.
And so before I even go to the studio, I strike some chords, some 4 chords. So I have this term that I normally say, 4 chords and vibes.
Okay.
Because that's how I write my songs. I write them out of 4 chords. And so I strike maybe do, so, fa, do, so, fa, do, so, fa. That's how I write my songs. So I'll be playing around with it. And sometimes I can take my keyboard to my friends. I have this song, Pampana. Friends wrote the song for me, but they don't know. They don't know, because I took my keyboard to them. And then I started playing the 4 chords. And I was like, yo, let's try something. So I will strike them repeatedly. And then we'll be playing around with it. And then one friend said, that he was playing with it, but he didn't know he dropped a vibe that I took. So when he said that, I liked it. And I took the vibe. So that's how I learned certain things.
Certain things.
Yes, how to write songs. I play around with it.
If your management, for any reason possible, are not available, none of them is available, and there are some songs that need to be uploaded to the digital platforms, can you do it?
Personally, I can do it, because this is so coincidental. Just about 3 days ago, a friend of mine, he's also into music, Abuchi.
Okay.
I was with him, and then I had a problem with my previous distributors, because I had 4 good songs on my dashboard that were doing very well, but I wasn't earning.
Okay.
So I was like, the songs are doing well, so where's my money? And then I checked my dashboard, went to the financial side. I wasn't seeing anything. I was like, no, I think my money is going somewhere else. Then I started asking questions. So I asked Abuchi, that's a very good friend of mine, where he normally distributes his song. And he said he's working with Ditto. So Ditto has very flexible terms and conditions. And then he walked me through some of their terms and conditions. And I thought like, yo, I think I can go with this. So he just gave me some tutorials, and then I have now switched from Uprise Music. Oh, I shouldn't have mentioned their name. Sorry. I have now switched from my previous distributors to Ditto.
We had the name already.
I just hope nobody
feel
heard
free.
But I think it's a bad marketing for them. But anyway, it just came out of my mouth. And so I am now working with Ditto. I think I have now come to know how to upload my music personally. So if my management are not in the picture, I can still do it.
You can still do it.
But they will do it for now.
Oh, Baswag.
Yes, sir.
If we want to listen to your song, we would only have to go to AudioMark.
Yeah, for now, you don't only have to go to AudioMark. But if you want to listen to I Like is available everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll get videos too on your. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
What's the name?
VJ Obaswags.
VJ Obaswags.
Yeah.
That one is not one word.
Yeah, it's just as the name implies on songs, like separately.
Okay.
But if it's on Twitter,
or
Instagram,
IG,
yeah, it's
one word.
Yeah.
VJ
Obaswags. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Okete.
That guy.
Mpachawa, so if we want to listen to your songs, where should we go to?
Okete music everywhere. Okete. And then you add music.
Okay.
Everywhere. My digital stores, they all have the same name.
Okay.
And then I have a YouTube channel that I have official videos on.
Okay.
I have 2 of them so far.
Okay.
One is a teaser, which we are coming to come out with the official video. But then I have one full official video. My first official single, that is Date.
Date.
It's on my YouTube channel, Okete Music.
Okete
Music. You should check it out.
How do you spell your music?
Normal Music, M-U-S-I-C.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Welcome.
Let me do this quick one. Yes, let me do this quick one for PSA Esther. PSA Esther nyame adoma kosi day or 6th of November. Enye nyina yehiem wo International Conference Center. Yerukwa akeji nenwa yerukwa akosom nyankopon. We are supporting PSA Esther celebrate God for keeping her in the gospel industry, in the gospel ministry for 20 whole years. It is not easy to be in this industry for that long. And God has brought her this far. Don't forget, 6th of November 2022, Accra International Conference Center time no, 3 p.m. Regular tickets, 40 cedis, VIP, 100 cedis. Separate tickets ni biya to abomozanara na dial star 725 star 2828 hash. Onsa obaka tickets ni bi. Aha na yezi indejumizino yeti BC. But before I go, the little advice I want to give to young acts out there. See how to do something. See BBA. Know how to do something. I mean, in our digital age, all you have to do is to go on Google and type, how do I do this? You get a lot of videos that will link you to YouTube. And either call YouTube directly. Go and type. Learn something. Don't just let it settle at the fact that you have a beautiful voice and you can sing. Learn something. Nyame yadomochina, yobasansi yeshie me bio. Missing the only guy in the industry, Abba guy. Have a good night.